Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has warned that any outgoing local government chairman in the state who hurts any well-meaning Rivers person will not be forgiven, as he will be made to pay for his sin. Correspondent reports that the local government council chairmen were at loggerheads with Governor Fubara over a controversial tenure extension for them by the sacked 27 lawmakers of the Rivers State House of Assembly. They are also seen as loyalists of the estranged godfather of the state governor and current FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. He pointed to an event that happened on Tuesday where miscreants attacked some persons who attended the inauguration of the Aleto Ogale Ebubu Etio Road project on their way home, and said such show of animosity was utterly needless. Fubara spoke on Thursday at Egbeda community in Emoha local government area of the state, venue of the official flag off of the LLA Egbeda Omoko Road project. Now, Barrister Don, the governor has come out to condemn in strong terms the attack on some persons who were returning from the flag off ceremony at LMA, I guess that was LMA local, the Old Bori commissioning. Now, I want to ask you, the governor in his statement clearly, accused the local government chairman, and he told them to be law-abiding as there will be consequences for any attack on citizens. What do you make of that? And then the second question I want to ask is, from the stance that the governor took in this recent attack, it is clear that he is of the opinion that this was orchestrated by the local government chairman. Can you throw more light on that?
Anyways, good morning. For me, I think that issue remains, for me, hearsay, because, it's my place. We're not there. We didn't see it. I'm even sure that the governor himself did not actually see the incident that gave rise to that his opinion. And so, in law, that is a hearsay. But however, this is a period where everybody must be careful. Okay? I particularly want to believe that the governor, who is the chief security officer of the state, must also try to exercise restraint in terms of his outburst or when it comes to utterances, because as a highly placed citizen of our state, whatever he says is capable to push for violence. For me, the words of the governor to say will not be forgiven wants to make us believe that the governor himself, has taken very serious sides. Because if something has happened in a local government, it is wrong for the governor to just assume that the local government chairman are responsible for inciting those problems. After all, what we are playing is politics. And of course, these days, there are street boys around. There are people who have been benefiting from the largesse of the government, and then over time, if this thing is not working out, they don't feel happy. Some people benefit from causing violence, just to make themselves popular. So I particularly frown at the language of the governor that they will not be forgiven. The governor is like a father, to the state. And I feel that if there are certain things that have happened, the governor should be able to call the local government chairman and seek proper information before dishing out languages that are capable, to raise or arouse very theatric issues. So I think the governor should try as much as possible to exercise restraint, as much as I will expect the governor to be very sensitive within this period. I've also advised those that are council chairmen and those people who are, stakeholders of different devices to also see how to respect the governor, no matter how it is. we must make sure and know that Rivers State is all, we are all owners of Rivers State. It doesn't belong to anybody in particular.
All right. Now, when the governor was issuing out this warning, I want to read out the statement of the governor, part of the statement. He said, "Nobody has the monopoly of violence. I should even be the one who should come out and shout that I will do this and I will do that. But I don't need to do that because both sides belong to me. I have taken an oath to protect all." So I'm advising those people. Now, it is this statement that I want to ask you a question on. So I am advising those people who call themselves local government chairmen. You have a few days in office. Please conduct yourselves in a peaceful manner. Now, when the governor comes out to say those people who call themselves local government chairmen, by that statement, does it mean that he does not, as the governor, does not recognize them as local government chairmen? That is number one. Then number two, when he says you have a few days left in office, that brings to question the local government elections. I mean, everybody is aware that the tenure of the local government chairman will end in June, right? A few weeks from now. And so far, you know, we've not heard anything with regards to local government elections. So first of all, before we delve into the local government elections, and based on the governor's statement, you have a few days left, right? Before we delve into that, I want you to look at the governor saying those calling themselves local government chairmen.
Well, with all respect to His Excellency, I feel the language of the governor is wrong. It is unconstitutional. It is bad to have referred to those people who refer to themselves.
Were they not elected?
They were elected.
Okay.
And by law, they remain the local government chairman until their tenure, this current tenure expires. So every privilege, every right that they ought to get, they are supposed to continue to enjoy it until the last day of their tenure. We should have even waited till the governor should wait till the even last day of the tenure because all these statements the governor is giving is inciting one group of people or the other. And it's unfortunate. That alone is vilifying. It's derogatory to say those people who refer to themselves. Of course, in law, they are the local government chairman because no other person is sitting on the seat. They are still occupying the seat. So the governor should know that these are his local government chairman. And so it is bad for him to have, used that kind of word to say that refer to themselves. It means, it also shows and is telling the world that they are not local government chairmen. And they say, and he went further to also contradict himself when he said
you have a
few time to live in office.
Which means, on the other hand, he recognizes that there is a constitution that kept them there.
And then the other one,
and the process that kept them there.
Yes, and the other side, you're saying those people that refer to themselves. Please, the governor should understand that his language at this time matters. I'm not a proponent of those people that insult the governor or embarrass or try to humiliate. The office of the governor is an exalted office, and we also have to respect that. And I'm sure that in our own local government, where I come from, I've also watched very clearly.
What local government?
Eleme, for instance.
Okay. Eleme local government.
Yes. And
so this incident is supposed to have happened in Eleme local government?
Of course. I also had, just like the governor would have had, probably from security report or from those who are close to him. I wasn't there. Just like the governor was not also there. So these are not points we will begin to make sensitive and chaotic statements that are capable to drive violence. We must have to be very careful, with all respect to His Excellency.
All right. Now, still building on that statement, because, from a statement a statement can connote or even denote a lot of things. Yeah. And, recently there have been calls for local government elections, in view of the expiration of this current council chairman. Now, there are concerns that the governor is unwilling to conduct local government elections, and RISEC, on the other hand, has come out to say they have not been funded yet. What is the implication? Now, looking at the state of Rivers State right now, embroiled in crisis, do you think this could be a catalyst to possible violence, not conducting local government elections, because there are agitations in different quarters?
Well, actually, you see, the law is, before anything, government is not a marketplace where people just go buy and go out. Government is a system. It is a procedure. Okay? It is not something you just come and do and go. You must account, there's accountability in government. That's why there's a budgetary system. That's why people prepare for a particular government when you come in. Everybody knows in Rivers State that we have been informed that the current budget the governor is operating on does not provide for budget for election. You know, everybody knows that. It is a notorious fact. Okay, we felt that the governor would have used that opportunity, you know, to prepare a supplementary budget, you know, and see how to push for it where the issue of local government election can come in. But the truth remains that, you see, this fight is so needless. I will tell you the truth. Your Excellency, the fight is needless. The fight is needless because I remember we're all part of this whole thing. You know, Fubara, His Excellency, the Governor of Fubara is, you know, quite an unassuming gentleman. And of course, I like his disposition for that. He's not somebody, you know, that is vilitic for me, you know. But I'm sure that why the governor may be pushed here and there is just to also satisfy part of a section of society who are his enthusiasts. You know, but for me, I expected the governor to also leverage on the personalities and status of the local government chairmen who worked for him. You understand? These people worked for him. As at when the governor was running election, I remember quite vividly that people like Social Democratic Party, the APC, All Progressive Congress, the Labour Party, were all political parties that had their candidate fully ready, funded for the election. But we went out and said, no, government must change. Government needs to come to the younger generation. And of all these people who, you know, have come forward to contest the election, Governor Fubara was the youngest and was, you know, appeared to be more calm. Let us say that he was an angel that we had not seen. You understand? Because all the other personalities, at one point or the other, they had come out to contest election, even if, you know, they didn't make it. But Fubara was a new man, was a new wine. You understand? And that we're willing to test. Exactly. So we you know, people we felt that yes, this let's have another test of what we have been drinking. You understand? So people came out to work for the governor, including myself. We came out to work for the governor, fought for him, campaigned. I know there are places you go, the governor was not known. People come out and say, who is the Fubara? You need to open your phone or you open something and show that this is the governor. You know, quite a young and unassuming young man. So we campaigned for him. We voted for him. We defended the vote against these other parties. So the governor should have known that what is happening in Rivers State today is not something that is caused by everybody. If you have an issue with your godfather or your guy like you usually cause, I'm sure it is not everybody. For instance, people like us who went out to campaign and all that, who say that we have offended the governor? No. But today, people are meant to suffer because of these perceived, issues between the FCT minister and the governor. I tell you, a lot of people that are fighting in this state don't even know the real issues.
And I want to ask you, what are the issues exactly? What is this fight about?
You see, for me, I can tell you, everything, everybody, they call simplified movement or this other group that are doing are all perceived. Nobody will say, I can challenge anybody. Not even those that are doing simplified or no, nobody can say that Governor Fubara have called him into his house. and told him what the real issues is. I am sure that the real issues is only Governor Fubara and former Governor Wike that knows. I am even thinking that these issues are not brought out. You know, what people see now is just the aftermath of, or the aftermath of, or the reaction or anger of what the real issues is. You understand? Watch, Governor Fubara have not even mentioned what the real issue is in all his television broadcasts. So if the man who is in the eye of the storm have not made issues with what the real issues is, or the FCT minister, is it you that's not even, you're not even close to the governor, or because people are taking a divide, you just run and begin to form a group that wants to make issues? It is very uncalled for. I'm telling you.
Now, if these issues are unknown to the Rivers people, you would wonder why this crisis. And when you look at it, it's now exacerbating. It's developing arms and legs and wings, right? And as it stands, it has affected even governance and the local government chairman as well. So when you look at all these things, the question would be, let me ask you briefly before we flip over, what is the way forward?
My dear Laurentia, the truth is we need peace in Rivers State. We need peace in Rivers State. Of course, you were told when two elephants suffers, okay, it is the grasses that, suffer. And I'm particular about, I want to be more particular about the issue of local government funds, okay, that the governor is withholding.
We'll still come to that. That's the next story.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but in light of everything that has happened, what do you think is the way forward?
Rivers people want peace. Okay, we have fought too many wars. We haven't gained anything.
All right.
You know, so Rivers people want peace.
Okay.
I can tell you, and I also want to use this medium to talk to my own people, okay, to be very, very careful. Because in the light of the entire political strength that is happening in this country, we still remain those that have not benefited greatly in terms of policies in Rivers State and Nigeria as a whole. So I'm talking to my people, I'm from LMA, and I would tell them for free, we have to exercise very serious caution. Right. People shouldn't use this opportunity to begin to maim their brothers and sisters. We are not many. And then we must know that politics will come and politics will go.
Of course.